want to talk outdoor ads. They've come a long way in the last couple of 100 years. The man who knows all about it is Jeff Jaraved at CAASie in Queensland. We're going there via Zoom. How are you, Jeff?
Very well, thank you.
Now, I mentioned outdoor ads over the last couple of 100 years. I think they started as a poster or as a painting, and they've morphed and continue to change and evolve. And we've got to this exotic stage now. Not only can you have your own outdoor ad when it suits you, but you can have it pop up for a little while. You can get it sit on its laurels when it's not needed, and it can pop up again. And more importantly, you're doing some extraordinarily different things these days at CAASie, which is the outdoor specialist people who these days don't even require you to have a contract. Where did this?
Yeah, exactly.
Where did all this come from, Jeff? I mean, you guys are revolutionising the business.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think we pretty much looked at what a lot of these other tech companies are doing in this space, like Facebook and Google, and they've all made advertising so easily to access for small businesses and people to just come in and advertise without having to be an expert. And, it's only a matter of extending that base right there into the outdoor world and take one of possibly the oldest format and bring it out to the digital age.
Hey, but Jeff, you've gone a whole lot further. You guys are I said revolutionary, but you're also pretty cheeky. I mean, in some of your advertising, I've seen it. You can be your own Shakira, and you play on these lines, and you tell the marketplace that what's the word? Wherever, whenever.
Yes, it is. Yes, you can make like Shakira and play your ads wherever, whenever. Yeah. So the idea is, pretty much just that. You're not committed to any buy. You just say like, you know what, I want to advertise at 3 o'clock in the afternoon and only at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And you can choose to advertise just then and make sure that the people driving home, say the mums driving home with their kids from school, see that ad, and it doesn't get shown to the tradies in the morning.
Wow. Look, I've heard of tracking and all these new algorithms that the sponsors and others are pursuing, but you guys have gone somewhere else, which I think is terrific. You've taken outdoor ads and you're using the latest and best technology to do them and present them and distribute them in a fashion that's never been contemplated before that I can think of. Am I being fair and reasonable, or am I way off the mark?
Yeah, look, I mean, I think you're right. It hasn't been thought of, and in the last few years, we've started to see, more people say, "Look, I'm already doing this online. Why can't I do this? What's the difference? A digital billboard is just a computer screen. Why is it any different to buying an online ad on Instagram, right?" And we're in that position where we've said, "Look, what can we do to take that existing technology and apply it here?" So that's essentially our way of thinking.
So you're the engineering guru at CAASie. So they let you roam free with all this gadgetry?
Yeah, look, I mean, they pretty much give me full reign of what I want to do. So I mean, that's one of the perks of being in a startup and I guess a new business.
Yeah.
Because we can sit here and look at we're not limited by existing relationships or anything like that. We can completely take a fresh look at this platform. I mean, I'm personally not even from the media industry originally. I'm an aerospace engineer, so thinking about completely fresh perspectives. That my colleague is also a genetic scientist, so I mean we're completely fresh perspectives coming in here. So yeah.
I was going to say, Jeff, that's pretty exciting stuff. You've proven to me yet again how important it is in this modern world that we're living in, where it's morphing and changing and developing around us and evolving, to be able to think clearly, but also to be able to not be afraid to think differently. Is that fair?
Oh, absolutely. I think that would have been one of the biggest hindrances initially at the start to basically come into the industry as complete outsiders and say, hey, look, we're going to do this differently. And the simple fact is people don't, uh, I guess, act favorably towards change. And as we come into the industry, there's a lot of change. There's a lot of change happening, and people are quickly having to get comfortable with that change. And even to some extent, we're having to get comfortable with that change and meet people halfway.
Uh,
There's
I,
a lot of compromise.
well, let me tell you, it might be a lot of compromise, but I think what's really exciting is you're saying to them, check us out on the website. Check us out, download the app if you need to. It's CAASie, CAASie. And from there, it's like this fantastic treasure trove. And I noticed that you've gone green, which means it's a free and it's not a dangerous zone to be in.
Yeah, oh yeah, absolutely. It's very friendly, even if it is a little bit snarky.
So what's next? Are you guys only limited by your imagination or by the needs of your clientele?
Oh, I think pretty much the sky's the limit. And I mean, I say that as an aerospace engineer, but um, the reality is, we've got mobile billboards coming up now. We've got them driving around. It's only a matter of time before we start plugging into that with the system. Basically, one of the things I really like to tell people is that, over the next few months, we might be seeing things like being able to say, I only want to target these taxis when they're going down this street. And if they turn around and go down the next street, I want to give it a completely different ad. I want to say hi to the people on that street and that street alone. That kind of precision is something that we're really passionate about, and it's something that we see happening very soon. So yes, it's. I mean, if you can think of anything, anything that could be done on a billboard, then I mean, I'm all ears to try and figure out a way to make it happen.
Listen, just before we wrap this up, I want to say I think you guys are tremendously brave, but more importantly, really smart too. You've seen an edge, you've seen a pathway for something new, and you've gone after it. And there's an awful lot to be said about that. And just before I leave you, you said you're an aerospace engineer. What do you make of the Virgin Galactic, SpaceX, and there's another one out there, I think Amazon, going out there trying to go beyond the boundaries of the normal space? Does that excite you too?
Yeah, it does. I mean, honestly, I see it with a little bit of envy every now and then, because I mean, I'm not in that space anymore, but you never know what the future holds.
Now, Jeff, I just told you were brave. You know what I'd be saying? We've got to find a way to do some outdoor advertising on SpaceX, Virgin Galactic. Oh, yeah. And I only want it when we're going up, not when we're coming down.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we can definitely do that with the kind of technology we have.
That's fantastic.
Just have a billboard on a satellite.
So if people want to reach you, it's very simple, isn't it?
Yeah. So you just have to go on to CAASie.co. That's CAASie.co. And sign up for an account. It's completely free.
There you go. Jeff Jaraved, giving us a sense of just how much outdoor advertising has changed. And their company, and he's right in the middle of it, designing different ways to deliver the quackiest, the smartest, and the niftiest ads on the planet. Listen, keep it up, my boy, and look forward to catching up to see what comes next.
Absolutely. Thank you very much.
All the best, Jeff.